Now, we're about halfway through the month. Are you on track for your goal? Are you on track for the numbers that you need for your promotion? Are you on track for the numbers that you need for your cash flow? Are you on track for where you wanted to be? You said you wanted to be 20 by 20 by the end of the month. Are you 10 by 10?
We're about
Right. So guys, that's a metric that you got to be able to look at objectively and say, am I where I want to be? Number one. And number two, am I doing things that are going to catch me up? Because if you're not where you want to be, you got to pick it up a little bit, guys. And look, I'm speaking to myself as well. Like, we are nowhere near where I thought we would be, and where I wanted to be at this point in the month. But the reality is, you can get better, or you can get upset about it. You can get better, right? And you can curl up and not push yourself. And so most of us have some work to do, right? We got to catch up. We got to make up some ground on what it is that we said we were going to do this month versus where we're at, right? I'm just being honest with you guys. And we got 2 weeks. Everybody type 2 weeks in the Zoom chat until Tampa Bay Leadership School. Y'all got to get here. Right? I can't make it. I got this going on. I got that going on. That's incredible. Get here. I don't care what you got to do. Figure it out. Call in sick for 2 weeks in advance, whatever. Hey, I'm going to be sick on the 27th and the 28th of July. I will not be at work. Whatever you need to do to get down here, guys, it is going to be an amazing week. So make sure you all get that scheduled out of your, get that blocked off in your schedule and make it a priority to get here. So guys, I want to share this picture with you. I just sat down and Taylor said this to me. I was like, that's so freaking true. It says, every man has two lives. The second begins when he learns how to sell. Because the most powerful skill that you're going to learn in business, or in my opinion, in your life in general, is the ability to go out and create an income. The ability to no longer have anybody be able to put their finger on you and tell you how much money you can make, how much of an impact you can have, the freedom that you can build for your family. And you have to get really good at that skill. Okay. And here's the reality. This is a skill. Everybody type skill in the Zoom chat real quick. Sales is a skill. Okay, no one is born, KJ, as like a master salesman. Okay, now, are some people born better speakers? Absolutely. I'm not going to sit here and tell you that some people are built with a little bit better of an ability to talk than others. Absolutely. But the reality is, the people that are really good at sales work that like it's their job, because it is, right? Like, think about a football player for a second. I want you guys to think about like an NFL player or an NBA player, right? And imagine if they never practiced, right? Lydia, let's say that you're 7 foot tall and you're decent at putting a basketball in the hoop, but you never touched a basketball from 6th grade until 12th grade, and then you went to play basketball. You would probably suck, right? And maybe you're built with natural giftings that give you the ability to be a good basketball player, but you never work them. You're not going to be very good at that, okay? And that's just the reality. And so here's the other thing, guys. Like, your life and your business, if it feels like a roller coaster, it's because you chose to get on the roller coaster, right? Rather than ride up and go up and build up and get yourself better and just say, hey, you know what, Josh, no matter what, I'm going up every day. I'm going to get a little bit better. I'm going to be a little bit more positive. I'm going to be a little bit more excited. If you chose to not have a day that you're doing that, you chose to go down the hill on the roller coaster. You stood in line and you actively woke up and made the decision to be grumpy and upset. Every day you have the decision to not get on the roller coaster. Right. And it doesn't matter what's going on. Dan, you don't understand. This person passed away. I got this thing going on. I got this diagnosis. I got a $3 chargeback. I can't do the business anymore. Whatever the negative crap that you want to tell yourself is, you have the decision to ride that as a downward spiral on the roller coaster, or to use that as a reason, John, why you're winning. Right. And the reality, Lydia, is people often gravitate towards the path of least resistance. And the path of least resistance is victim mentality. Yes or no? You go on social media and it's everybody's fault that someone has a freaking student loan. It's everyone's fault but the person that signed the damn loan that they have a student loan for 80 grand in butterfly wing sciences, and there's no jobs in that master's degree. But now, yeah, Brian, you're like,
It's all your fault, Dan.
It's my fault that you chose to get a stupid degree and you're in. But here's the reality. You can wake up and say, you know what, that was a bad decision. We're going to pay that off. And that's a lesson learned. And I'm not going to make my kids, or I'm not going to give my kids the ammunition to make that bad decision. Right. And you can teach them. Guys, look, like, you can wake up and be a victim, or you can wake up and be a victor. You have the decision every day. Right. And what are you doing today to make sure that you aren't the victim? So today we're going to talk about the fundamentals of prospecting. It's on page 139 of the A.L. Williams book. Butterfly Lives Matter. Josh, I hate you. Fundamentals of prospecting. There's no shortcuts to building something good and special. Oh crap. Hey, would you mind grabbing that book upstairs that I'm reading right now? The locker room notes, please. Thank you. Taylor's the best. Everybody type Taylor in the Zoom chat if you think she's the real MVP. She said she can't see it, but in her heart, she'll know it's there. She said, unmute yourself and then type it in the Zoom chat. No, I'm just kidding. So number one, guys, number one is there's two ways to prospect. The first one of those two ways is recruiting first and then selling to the recruit if he needs or wants the product. Or you can get a client and then recruit the client. Okay. So you should be building your business in two categories: recruits, premium. Okay. Everything else comes from that. Okay. Everything else comes from recruiting. And Dan, what about securities? Great. Do your securities, do your investments. Guess what? Sell a life insurance policy, attach a pack to it. There's your securities. You're going to find everything else through that. Okay, if you don't know what a pack is, go get your SIE, figure it out. We'll tell you later. Okay, so go get licensed. We'll teach you that later. But you can prospect two ways. You recruit, and then you sell to the recruits, and you help them. You go out and train those people. Be mad at that if you want to. Great. If you don't like that idea, sweet. Go get clients, and then recruit the clients on the back end to build your business. Why? Because they already believe in what you do. You don't have to convince them. Okay, so that's number one. Number two, best market is a minimum of 4 points: married or divorced, right? So they're married or they have somebody reliant on their income. Homeowner, they've lived in the area for 3 years. So maybe they're renting, but they've built the business here in a local area for 2 to 3 years. Not a business, excuse me. They built relationships in local area for 2 to 3 years. Right? They have kids. They are between 25 and 55. And they have a job. This says 30,000 in income, but due to the government, it's probably more like 50,000 in income, but because of inflation, right? So 45-ish thousand in income. Number three, recruit the natural market. This is where some of you guys are like, I'm not going to do that. That's why you're frustrated right now, is because instead of getting in the warm market and the natural market of the people that you're bringing on the team, you're like social media posts, social media posts, social media posts, social media posts, rather than getting with them, get an easy 3, help them set it up. Why do you think it is right now that our business with Hugo and Robin right now is absolutely exploding through that almost 20 recruits in 2 weeks? It's natural market. It's literally, Lydia, best friends and family members that I'm meeting with from everyone on that team, Brian, because they're all being extremely coachable. Guess what? Almost all of them are married. Almost all of them have kids. Almost all of them own their house. Almost all of them make 100,000+ a year. But yeah, they're here. That's a pretty freaking good market, John. You would agree, right? Smack dab right in the middle of where you want to be building a business. But that doesn't come through social media and social media and social media and social media. Should you use that if you don't have a lot of activity right now? 100%. Lydia, you're going to deal with a lot of bull crap on social media. Yes or no? Like Lydia's kind of experiencing that right now because she's trying to get the ball rolling. You're casting with a very wide and not targeted net. So you're going to catch a lot of shrimp and sharks and other things in there, but maybe not what you're looking for. But once you find what you're looking for, you take that one person and you teach them how to do this the right way. Everybody type the right way in the Zoom chat. The right way is friends, family, natural market, warm market, people that they know, love, and trust. That is the best place for you to build your Primerica business. You don't have to like that if you don't want to, but if you want to get big here, you need to understand that you not doing that is causing you to stay frustrated and feel like you're on a hamster wheel, right? Rather than on an escalator. You got to make sure you're doing it the right way. So recruit the natural market. This is important. Theoretically, you can recruit one person, 25 referrals in their natural market, and never have to prospect literally ever again for the rest of your business, period. Guys, I was listening to Abby Schaffner did John Lavin's call on Tuesday night. And if you don't know who Abby Schaffner is, she's 23 or 24. She's on Andy's team. She's actually Jessica Powers' replacement exchange to Andy. So he's going to be Andy's fourth RVP. Andy's the guy that trained me. He's speaking this week or this Tampa Bay Leadership School. Again, you all should buy your tickets. And so anyway, last night, I was listening to the call this morning, and you know what she was telling everybody that they're doing, Angie? It's the craziest thing. The exact same thing I'm telling you guys to do. Social media posts, run through the social media posts, put it up, John, friends and family, help them set appointments to train them, and then teach them to do the same thing. Guys, she's 23 years old, been in the business since December. She's at like 70 grand in income. She's going to be one of the fastest in company history to hit the ring, one of the fastest in company history to hit RVP, one of the youngest, probably will be the youngest to hit ownership. She will likely hit ownership by this time next year, if not way before that. Why? Because, John, she's just running the system. Social media, post, recruit them, post, have people post for you, and just drive through that. Guys, look, don't overcomplicate the freaking business. Find somebody, teach them how to do it. And if they won't do it, then you have the wrong person. Right? I was listening to, it was a Bill Arender audio last night, and he said, you can't say the wrong thing to the right person, but you can't say the right thing to the wrong person either. So some of you guys are like, well, I'm just going to go out and not be good at the script because you can't say the wrong thing to the right person. Oh, yeah, you can. Like, if you're not very good, if you're not a good leader, you could have said the wrong thing to me that would have pushed me away from joining you. Case in point, the 3 people that reached out to me about Primerica before. I think that's one of the biggest lies that we fall into the trap of in Primerica, that you can't say the wrong thing to the right person. Because it's an excuse for lazy skill development, right? Well, I'm just going to get in front of enough people and eventually I'll work with the right person. Let me check your mindset on that really quick, because if you're going to get in front of a lot of people, but you don't have any skills, how are you ever going to close anything? And the reality is, if you're not getting better at your skills, the likelihood of you getting on more appointments is very low, because you don't have the skill set developed to get on those appointments. That makes sense? Like, I'm not trying to be like real aggressive and mean to you. I hope this is helpful. Like, I'm trying to unwire some maybe not great coaching that's been received over the time that you've been here about that particular topic, because you absolutely could say the wrong thing to the right person. Right now, it's harder to, but also stop trying to convince a square peg to be a round peg and put it in the wrong hole. It's just not going to happen. No matter how bad the little lizards outside my house want to be squirrels, they're not. Right? And they're not going to go out and get transformed into a squirrel magically one day. Like, it is what it is. Like, just deal with it. Number 4, the best prospects are always referrals. It's impossible to win long range unless you learn how to get and use referrals. Number 5, the best referrals is the client or new recruit's natural market. Number 6, protect the referrals. Don't let new unlicensed recruits talk to them. Some of you guys are like, well, those are my names. Yeah, let your trainer set those appointments up for you. Listen, like, we want you to win big here, but what I don't want you to do is walk inside your house with a box of matches and not know what to do. That is potentially very destructive and dangerous to your business. Right? So we have to be skilled enough to be able to utilize what it is that we're using. Number 7, where do you recruit? Across the kitchen table with a husband and wife present. Now, with social media, you are going to get on a lot more one-legged recruit appointments, but I still will do my best to meet with both spouses. If I notice when I'm going through messages, Josh, with somebody that their profile picture is them at their wedding, I'm going to say, hey, look, I'm excited to meet with you. I would love for your spouse to be there, your husband, your wife. Looks like you're married. Can they be present as well at the same time? And if they can't, that's fine. I'm not going to like not meet at that time with them, but I'm just going to know, Josh, that the likelihood of closing kind of low. A lot lower if you're not sitting down with the right people. And it says, how long is the recruiting process? A minimum of 5 to 10 hours. Okay, what does that mean? That doesn't mean you sign the IBA after 5 to 10 hours. That is not what that means. What I think what Art Williams means by the recruiting process here is you get the IBA, get them into licensing. You got to spend 5 to 10 hours with that person over the phone, on Zoom, in trainings, eating with them, going out to eat, spending time with them, call them, pour into them, checking in with them. You have to develop that relationship with them. They don't just show up believing in you and believing in the business. And you're not recruiting people. Let me just set some of you free real quick. You are not recruiting people to Primerica. You are recruiting people to follow you. So here's a hard moment of truth for some of you. Would you follow yourself? Honestly answer that. I would write that down and I would really weigh that out today. Would you follow yourself? If you presented yourself with the opportunity of Primerica, are you doing what is required to win? Are you showing up every day? Are you on time? Is your camera on, right? Are you paying attention? Are you excited? Are you the type of person that would be able to lead somebody that's going to be successful here? And if you are, then you need to go get on more recruit appointments because you'll find the right people through volume of recruiting appointments. Don't think you're going to recruit one person and dumb luck your way into making $1 million a year. Like, very unlikely. You should be on 3 or 4 appointments a day. Again, if you're brand new, these calls are generally not for the brand new person. So you're just kind of listening today about the training, right? But if you've been around for a minute, guys, listen, like you got to build the resilience of getting on these every day. This business is very fun, but you do the same thing over and over again. Repetition is the key to you being a master at something. Like, John, I closed a recruit presentation yesterday in 7 minutes. I was in the IBA in 7 minutes. How? Because I just quick convo, answer your questions. Cool. You're excited? Great. Let's do it. Like, I don't have to sit there and go, but when you're new, you need to develop those skills. You got to get good at it. You got to practice it, but stop unclosing things. And number 9, steps for working with referrals. Meet referrals face-to-face across the kitchen table or on Zoom with the new recruit present. So John, if I recruit you and we go on an appointment, whether it be a recruiting appointment or a kitchen table, John, you should be there as much as possible. Now, sometimes that's not with work and whatever and multiple schedules sometimes it's not possible, but as much as possible, John, we're trying to get you on that appointment as well, right? Now, pick up policies with a commitment. Some of y'all are really good at picking up life insurance policies on FNAs and you schedule the FNA, right, Angie? And then you go back and you never close business on it. And I'm not trying to be mean, but there's more than just Angie. You're not the only one that has that problem with FNAs. But you gotta, like, I will not go on the FNA unless I get a firm commitment from them that if I can put you in a better position, will you move forward with us? Once we do the FNA, after I show you how I can save you a couple $100 a month, get you a better rate of return, get you more life insurance. If I could do all of those things, do I have your word and your commitment that you'll move forward and you'll move forward and you'll switch over and you'll work with us instead? And if they can't tell me yes, I am not going back on that appointment, period. Because they're literally, Josh, they're telling you that they're not going to move forward with you no matter how good it is. You're wasting your time. Guys, look, like, I don't care if you're doing this part-time or full-time, your time is valuable. Especially you got kids, you got a spouse, right? You need to be careful with the amount of time that you're spending in these places. Close the referrals personal sale. I'm not going to say anything else on that. Stop recruiting people and not doing their own FNAs and getting them the products that we offer. It doesn't make sense for them to be in the business and not be a client. I'm just to be honest with you. If you're in the business and you are not a client right now, it doesn't make any sense that you're going to try to go sell other people something that you yourself don't believe enough in to have. I'm not saying you got to spend $900 a month on life insurance. That's dumb. But have something. You should, the will, the ID theft, like, you should be a product of the client or a client of the product. And then it says recruit the referral, right? John takes me to go see his mom and we talk to your mom and we give her a great presentation. She's excited. We set up a Roth IRA. I'm going to try to recruit mom on the back end. Why? I'm trying to build John a business and show him that this thing works. And everyone needs $500 a month right now. Let's be honest, $500 a month for damn near everybody would help them a lot, right? And then get the new recruit out field training fast. It shouldn't take 6 weeks for them to set up their first appointment. It should be in a couple of days. right? You get them in. How long should it take for you to do your orientation? How many days? How many hours until you're on an orientation? Put in the Zoom chat. 24 to 48 hours at the most. Same day if you can. And you're getting them out in the field right away. On the recruit appointment, they post for you. Guys, get the new recruit and the spouse to the next fast start school. I'm just going to end the Zoom call right there. Like, I'm not sitting here trying to tell you anything that Art Williams didn't talk about when he's building the business. There's a reason that we're telling you, look, you got to get to TBLS. Like, whatever it takes for you to get down here, guys. There used to be one fast start school in Atlanta, Georgia for like the first 10 years of Primerica. If I look at this book, most of these meetings were held in either South Carolina or Georgia, or they were in some extravagant place that Art Williams took them to. All the notes. Look, it's a couple $100 for a plane ticket. You all got life. Most of you have life insurance licenses. It's a policy. Go set up appointments with your warm and natural market. Get on a kitchen table, close business. You're paid. Now you can afford to come. And the last thing I wanted to share with you guys, I got to find it really quick. But I was reading this book last night. And let me see. It's the Locker Room Notes with Bill Arender. So it says building a few key people builds wealth. It says build 7 to 10 key people and help 7 to 10 people build 7 to 10 people. And you help them build them is what it says. Help 7 to 10 people and you build these 7 to 10. Keep selling the vision, keep selling the dream, keep building first generation RVPs and get wide. Your first RVP is the toughest, and believe you're always one recruit away from a surge. Guys, look, like I am so excited for the end of the month. We should be promoting out Cassie as our first RVP. And guys, look, like I really believe that is going to just unlock a floodgate of RVPs. I really do. Because it's going to be somebody other than Dan that got to RVP, and y'all are going to see that it's possible. And I'm super proud of Cass because Cass started running really the system and the play that we've been teaching and that we've been telling you guys to do. She started doing that probably 4 months ago. Cassie had made almost $6,000 last month, like at least 5,100. I'm not sure if there was a paycheck the day after that because there was one more day of cash flow, but over $5,000, which is more than she's ever made. She's on pace to get the watch, which is $50,000, the $50,000 income milestone. Guys, she's going to double her income with her contract next month, and she'll be hitting $10,000 a month and on her way to making $100,000 a year very quickly. Guys, I'm super proud, Cass, of what you're doing right now. And I know maybe yesterday you felt like I was beating you up a little bit. I wasn't, not on purpose at least. But guys, like pressure creates diamonds. I said this on training on Tuesday. And if you allow me to push on you a little bit when you're feeling a little bit uncomfortable, that's going to do one of two things. It's going to break you and you're going to quit, and you were going to quit anyway. Well, some of you didn't like that right there, right? But you're going to quit, but you were going to quit anyway because that's just who we are. Or it's going to turn you into something that you should have become. Right? It's gonna, like, you let me push on you, and you're gonna be uncomfortable. You're gonna sit in that for a minute, and you're gonna hate me for about 30 seconds, and then you'll be like, "Damn, he's right." Like, I really got to go. I got to change my activity. I got to change my attitude. I got to change my actions. Right? And when you realize that that's what it takes to win, you do it. And it takes some time there. But guys, I love this team. I'm super excited for where we're going. Hey, type in the Zoom, or not in the Zoom chat, in the Telegram. I want to know, what are you closing today, guys? What are you closing today? And let me know what y'all are thinking. As far as Tampa Bay Leadership School, text me what you're closing, text me after you book your Tampa Bay Leadership School tickets. Those of you that have not yet booked it, let me know that you're coachable once you buy your tickets. And then I gotta do the docs, Josh. You reminded me, I'm sorry. So today I have 7 recruit appointments. That's it. So I got 7 recruit appointments today. It's gonna be amazing. Josh had 33. Is that real life?
Yeah, I got receipts.
I got receipts. Don't lie to me, bro. If you don't have 33, you better be closing something every day now. That's a
I got 3. I got 3 kitchen tables, 3 IBAs today.
Let's go. Great job, dude. Hey,
let's go.
Now, here's the secret sauce, Josh. Are you going to stay above 30, or are you going to fall back below 30 today?
Yeah, we'll see.
No, wrong answer. You're gonna stay above 30. You're gonna set 6 appointments today and replace those. Get yourself back up. You got to stay up there, dude. You're at the sweet. That's the magic number right there, Josh. You'll be able to quit your job. You'll be able to get out of that cement or that little tin box. Yeah, you're getting referrals and everything, bro. Like you're gonna be good to go, dude. Just keep doing exactly what you're doing right now. Great job. Karen,
I'm gonna
20.
assume the close.
Assume the close always.
I have 7 recruit appointments, 2 carrybacks, and 2 kitchen tables.
Let's go. You got to set like 9,000 appointments today to stay above 20, but great job.
Yes, I do.
Cass, 10. Angie, 9.
I have 3 kitchen tables today. 1 is mine, 2 are Jill's.
Nice. You said 3 kitchen tables. Is that what you said?
Yes.
Okay, awesome. Great job. Let me know if you need anything with those. L, 6. No, I lied. Brian, 9. Sorry, Brian, 9.
I got 1 recruit today.
Good job, bro. Let's get up. Push to 13 to 15 today. I believe you can get to 15 today. Today's that number where you're going to finally change the color from the ugly gray color to the color of beginning to find happiness of 15. Alien, 6. What's up, dude? And Jenna, 2. Number 2. Still forever at 2 on the docks.
I'm forever at 2.
What do you got today?
At 2.
God bless. All right.